Hello everyone. Today we present to you the top 5 platformer games released on mobile. Before watching the video, put a like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the video. Manuga 2, an offline game with a size of 400 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Manuga 2 is a 2D platform game where you control the eponymous caveman who. Manuga 2's gameplay is practically identical to that of the first installment. That is, players have to beat relatively short levels in which your character runs automatically while you try to make him jump at the right time. Besides being able to run and jump, in Manuga 2 you can also fly and swim. The control system in any case remains just as easy. You can make your character do any of these actions with just one touch. In the underwater levels, you'll have to dodge giant piranhas that could eat Manuga in one bite. While in the aerial ones, you'll have other enemies to worry about. No matter what, though, you'll always find obstacles in your path. Manuga 2 is a 2D platform game with solid graphics and simple gameplay that, thanks to its more than 40 levels, will keep you entertained for hours. Rashi 2, an offline game with a size of 500 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Rashi 2 is an action and adventure game that gives you the chance to join a brave ninja once again in his fight against evil beings. A sinister demon was holding him prisoner in a jail, and after escaping, it's become your responsibility to make sure he maintains his freedom. Both the visuals and the controls are similar to the game's first installment. On the screen you have 2 arrows that you can use to move forward or backward as needed. Also on the right side of the screen, you have the buttons to jump and attack that will help you to fight against your enemies. One of the great things about Rashi 2 is that throughout the different rounds, you'll have to face a variety of different enemies. You'll have a blast as you defeat enemies and overcome all the obstacles. Rashi 2 offers great movement physics that make for a great time each round you play. Do your best to help your ninja escape from evil and try to bring justice to this land that's been ravaged by demons. Dead Cells, an offline game with a size of 1.5 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Dead Cells is a Roguevania action platformer that will require you to master frantic 2D combat with a wide variety of weapons and skills against merciless minions and boss. Dead Cells is one of the finest roguelike platformers released in the last few years, and the Android and iOS port is fantastic. You can select from 30 FPS, 60 FPS and unlimited FPS in the game's settings. There's also an HD graphics option, so the game should run great regardless of your device, whether it's low-end or high-end. Having spent plenty of time putting this game through its paces, it's clear that it runs like butter at max settings on high-end devices. Blackmore 2, an offline game with a size of 500 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Blackmore 2: The Traitor King is an action and platform RPG set in a medieval fantasy world where, by controlling up to 8 different characters, players must defend their kingdom against a classic invasion of orcs, dragons and demons. The storyline in Blackmore 2: The Traitor King is nothing special, as it has everything you could possibly want from a fantasy adventure game full of wizards, savages and evil forces, although it has enough twists and mysteries to keep players interested up until the last moment. It is the playable aspect where this game really stands out from practically every other game in the fantasy genre, and it's due to the perfect combination of graphics, controls and design of levels. When you start your Blackmore 2: The Traitor King adventure, you can choose up to 8 different characters, each one with their own set of moves and special abilities. With each character you can move forward or backward with the joystick, attack and shield yourself, although throughout your journey you can unlock new moves and special attacks that you can upgrade by using the money you earn at the end of each mission. The number of enemies and bosses in Blackmore 2: The Traitor King is enormous, and more than once their difficulty level will stop you in your tracks, and so you can join forces with up to 3 friends online to overcome the most difficult challenges.
You do not deserve a place in
Admar, an offline game with a size of 280 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Admar is a mix of action, adventure and 2D platformer where you control Admar, a Viking who has been cut off from the rest of his tribe, who decides to go on an adventure to show the world the great power he holds within. The Admar controls are perfectly adapted to touchscreens. With your left thumb you can move your character from the left to the right of the screen, while with your right thumb you can jump and attack. In the options menu, you can hide the controls or leave them visible. In Admar, levels last for around 5 minutes. In this time you have to try and take all the runes that you find on the way, as well as 3 coins hidden in each level, all this while completing puzzles, jumping between platforms and destroying monsters. It is important to note that the full Admar adventure has 24 different levels. This free version of the game, as you might expect, only includes the first few, so you can get a good idea of the quality of the game. Admar is an excellent mix of action and platformer with some of the best graphics found on mobile, a fantastic title, worthy of respect even among PC and console games.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Say